Hi, I'm Indy, and we're on Ark Survival Ascended on the island, and I'm here to just kind of show you how I built my treehouse. This involves a mod. It's Klinger's additional rustic structures. And there is a nice little platform that I just want to show you. It's actually very nice. Where you can have this dual layered treehouse with a cute little staircase in the middle. Let's go inside so that I may demonstrate. Now, like the other tree platforms on Ascended, there are snap points on the outer edge. There doesn't seem to be snap points on the inner edge, but I did solve that conundrum by first placing down wood fence foundations. I think you really just need a couple on each side, or just a couple. Actually, never mind. You just really need one. And then from there, you just add pillars for your supports, and then you just continue building across until you've reached the inside, all the way to the tree trunk. And then you just continue that process going forward. Now, that's if you want to do it in this kind of radial orientation where each room kind of is, I guess, segmented based on, you know, the sides. But that's another thing. Anyway, this is the staircase. This is the piece de resistance. This is what really brings it together. It goes down 1 and 2 different layers. It's a pretty big staircase, but it does connect to the very bottom. So you can actually put this on the lowest, I think you could put it on the lowest section. And you can actually have it connect to the ground. So we're gonna go check that out right now. I'm gonna show you what a structure it is, what are the building requirements, and all the different pieces it creates. It creates 3 different ones, and it's pretty great. Now, the first step is to find a really nice tree. I'm going to use this tree as our demonstration. I'm in creative mode right now because I'm lazy, but I'll show you. This is Klinger's Additional, and that's pretty much what it'll say. It'll say Klinger. And it's in the wood section. Now, this item costs 1,000 wood, 600 fiber, and 150 metal. It's only 28 engram points to learn, and you learn at level 18, so it's pretty early. It's actually, you can get it sooner than the wood cliff platform, and way sooner than a wood tree platform, so you can make your tree houses pretty early in the game if you really wanted to live the tree life. Now, I'm just gonna go ahead and spawn some of these in, and we're gonna spawn in some other building materials. We'll get that, we'll get some pillars. Klinger doesn't have fence foundation doodly-doos, which are pretty important for this. So let's go ahead and get some of those. We got our regular structures in wood. Get some of these little puppies, and then we'll be good to go. All right, so first off, we found our tree. Let's get our platform. Now, this is key, okay? We have our regular platform. Nothing fancy, it's just actually kind of nice. It has a nice little accent to it. It's pretty cute. This is the second one. This is the good shit. This has a staircase that goes all around the tree. Now, I did test this earlier. These platforms only fit on redwood trees in the island because they are thinner. I tried this on the center. They do not work there. The stairs almost get completely clipped into the tree trunk because they are thicker. I don't know what the hell is going on with that. I did not enjoy that, but that's what happened, unfortunately. Now, I don't know. I think Treehouse at this point doesn't have the redwoods yet. But that's something, I don't know, that's something I'll have to find out later. But so far, it only works on these. Now, we'll see later if it works on any modded trees. But for now, it seems to only work in the island's redwoods. So this is what I really like. And as you can see, you can just bring it down to the very bottom and essentially make a platform that goes all the way to the ground level. Or you could just walk up into your treehouse, which is phenomenal. So I actually see a beehive right there, which is hilarious. I don't think we'd be able to reach it, but we're gonna go ahead and put our treehouse right here. Now, I think we can kind of rotate a little bit. I think the trick here with making these tree houses is they don't really like snap together, which would be amazing. So you kind of have to eyeball it. Oh, you know what? I think they do snap together. If there is a staircase, which could be pretty great. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, let's test this out. I haven't tried putting it all the way to the ground. Oh, yeah, that's good. That's nice. All right, let's go all the way down. Okay, we have kind of a low part right here. That is... Oh, where's the beehive? I hear them. Oh, it's right below my feet. Can I harvest it from here? Do I get a prompt for this? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, that scared me. Let's... Oh, that's a bear. Let's not anger the bear. But as you can see, we can pretty much go all the way down to the bottom, which is kind of cool. Make a nice little fence down here, close it off. Oh, I see. That could be kind of tricky. It does get a little bit tight because both of the stairs are overlapping at this little key point. But you know what? It's fine. I would say you're probably not bringing animals in here. I think the only tough part is actually getting onto a connecting platform. You can just kind of jump on it. It's fun. So we have our beautiful tree. What next? Now it's time to build. So as you can see, they do snap on the outer edge, but not on the inside. So how do we fix that? I'll tell you how. With the power of pillars and fence foundations. This is going to be terrible. So they do connect here, but only when you put a, I mean, they connect to the outer edge, which is fantastic. So say we want to make, you know, we want to put up some walls. Okay. We got our one wall. We got our two walls. But we need more. We need more fence foundations, right? You could technically put them all the way to the edge. Sort of. But the thing is, that would be all fine and dandy, but there's some terrible glitch that has not been fixed yet, where these frickin' fence foundations will produce bright green fucking arrows. I don't know what the hell it is. It's not a problem on single player. Please let me know if this is an issue on servers. But I do have to take the fence foundations off. If you are on a server and you don't have this problem, by all means, use the wood fence foundation. It is phenomenal. If you're like me and you're a single player pleb, you can only go so far. But look at how gorgeous that is. It's beautiful. I do need a fucking door though. So let's just take this down. See? And then we lost our thing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a pillar for some support. We just need a little bit of support, you know, a little bit of love. And we're gonna take this off and boom, we have a doorway. You just add your foundation stuff. Now, if you need to take these little dudes off, I think you can, you just go to the middle and you can kind of see the little, there it is. And then you can take them. Oh, Jesus, scared me. You could take these off without, like, messing up. Yeah, without messing up your walls. And then you just raise your pillars up if you want it to look nice and aesthetic, or don't. It's still foundation support. And then you just, you know, raise your walls, add a ceiling. Now the tricky part about the ceiling is how do you add the ceiling? How do we do that? We'll go to my other house to see, because I sincerely don't remember how I did that, but I did figure out something since I was so smart. So what I did was I just alternated between square and triangle. And then you just kind of keep going until you enter the center. This platform is pretty much a circle if you were to make it out of squares and triangles, and alternating squares and triangles. So doing a roof that way does help. I did slope it in a little bit, so I didn't have to use as many to make a flat roof. These are kind of wonky. These are also from Clinger's additional rustic structures, and they do look kind of nice. They kind of have the terracotta appearance, and they slope. But the corners are kind of messy. I don't know. I have a problem like filling in corners. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I don't like fussing with it too much. I just play with myself, so I don't have to worry about anything getting in. Except for Thyla's possibly spawning on my treehouse. That is a thing that happens. Be wary of it. Feel free to put a turret inside your treehouse, because a Thyla, if there's a Thyla in the area running around and you leave the area, like if you leave render, it will just spawn up in the tree. It will just automatically spawn up in the nearest available tree. But that is my house. I decided to have like a lower area for like breeding small to medium-sized creatures. I could do some large stuff in there. And then this is like a little central area, so I can have like flying creatures, sort of like an aviary parking space. And then the top part is where like all the workshops are, storage, spawn points, decoration. Pretty soon I'll decorate the house the way it should be. And yeah, that's everything. So there is something that I did want to check. And it's any mod that has a kind of like gardening, kind of like a tree mod. And I do have one. It is JVH, huge trees. JVH, a landscaping bench, but we're looking at the huge trees. Now, I do have a huge tree. As you can see, there's a random redwood out in the open. How about that? That's amazing. It is a redwood tree I put there myself. I was kind of making this whole taming pen thing on a platform. But, you know, I got the really good tranks, so I don't really need that anymore. Maybe for something very tricky, but we'll have to make something a little more creative. But this is essentially a redwood tree. If it's a redwood tree that is the same size as the ones here and not adulterated in any way, I'm not sure. But we have to check. We have to find out if this fits on it. I don't think it does. I don't think it does. It doesn't. It doesn't acknowledge its presence. It's like, this is a modded tree. How dare you? I spit upon you. Yeah, I think this mod comes with its own tree platforms, which is exactly what this thing is. Pretty sure it is. Let me check. Wood tree platform. It doesn't specify. Yeah, I guess the modded tree platform doesn't work. Unless it only permits one platform. I don't think so, though. Oh. I can put one up there. Interesting. Funny. I guess it doesn't like this one. Yeah, it's not letting me clip it. You know what? Let's try another one. Big tree. See, huge trees, metal tree platform, and a wood tree platform. I think there are multiple trees that come with this one. Oh, okay. Let's go somewhere a little less crazy. All right, let's see if there's any other trees or if it's just one type of tree. I think it's just a redwood. So let's lay this down. It literally doesn't even have like a green build thing. Okay, we definitely can't add this one. It refuses to comply. It's like, hell you. Yeah, it doesn't like it. But if we change it to the regular one, it doesn't seem to like this one either. Interesting. You know what? Maybe I have to be on the ground. Oh, it considers it an aberrant tree. Okay, so I didn't talk about this one. It also has a platform for aberration trees. So if it's one of those little aberration trees, it'll put one on there. That's probably what this is thinking it is. How strange. And of course, it's kind of weird you could off-center it, which is kind of funny. Let's see if I could put on the tallest beam of the tallest tower. There you go. And we have a wooden platform. So it makes me wonder if these are just too small then. Interesting. So we got a modded tree platform on a modded tree. Unfortunately, for the aberration platform, it doesn't have one that has stairs. Which, honestly, in my opinion, it would be great to have one with stairs that fits on the small aberrant trees, because then you could just kind of have, you know, a platform that has stairs that you could walk down to ground level, which would be fantastic. But if you ever want to make a treehouse and you don't have redwood trees, you just want your own little, like, happy place to live an herbaceous life, go ahead and get that mod. Anyway, that's my funny little treehouse. This wasn't exactly a build mod, but more just showing off these neat little platforms. See, now that I saw the little stairs that go all the way to the ground, I really wanted to make the bottom platform the stairs, but you know what? This is fine. I don't like having it connected. At least not on this one. Maybe I'll make another one later. Maybe I'll go put a redwood tree in the middle of the field where I could just climb down. I'll just run down the stairs and run out to the field with great glee and merriment. Anyway, that's a treehouse. I totally recommend this mod. It's kind of nice. The decor is kind of fun. And you know what? That particular platform with the stairs on it, peak. Perfect. There's also elevators, but I haven't figured out how to get those to work. Otherwise, I would just have a platform with elevators on it. But maybe one day I'll figure those out, and, you know, we'll make a video of that. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you like my tree house. If we get redwood trees on Astreos, this will be a thing. Hopefully these platforms will fit on it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, survivor.